Okay, thank you so much.
Of course, of course.
Yes, but she's in a mental hospital. The issue was she had a civil commitment where because she has schizophrenia and she had a manic episode. So she was there to so she can take her medication, and once she finishes her medication, she was supposed to be and comply and get back stable. She was supposed to be done. What happened was that they extended it, and then she ended up they said that she failed the first time. She was telling them that she wasn't feeling kind of well and stable, and then she fell, and then they had nurses, and then the next thing I know is that she got hit by a client in the head.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I just want to make sure I have everything correct. She went to the mental facility because she's schizophrenic, had a manic episode, so she went to the facility, just to make sure that she took her medicine and was more stable. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And when did she first go there?
Let's see, when did she first go there? I can't even remember. I know it's got to be less than 90 days. So I want to say maybe like a little bit after October. Yeah, a little bit after October.
Okay. Okay, so like early November, late October?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the name of that facility?
It is Reed Mental Hospital.
Okay. 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 All right.
And then after she because before that they had her go into the hospital. But they said that they told my aunt that she was having heart flutters, and they thought that she had a heart attack at first. Before the incident of her being hit in the head. They were saying that she had a heart attack at first, and then she went to the hospital, and then they told me that she had a slip and fall. She went there. And then after that, it's been quite a bit of things. And then after that, once that, because we've been kind of recording the conversations with them because it's kind of not the same. They'll tell my aunt one thing and then tell me something else, and we're the two that try to get information on her and things like that. So when she got out of the hospital, all of a sudden they tried to say that she was not compliant with her medication and that she had slipped some of her medication into her shoe, which it did not sound kind of correct because I'm sitting here and I work as a case manager and I was a registered behavior technician. And one of the things that you have to do, especially in a mental hospital, is to make sure they take the meds. That's the whole reason why they're there. So you have to look and make sure that they take those medications. So for her to have all of those in her shoe kind of stems like it flickers, not to say that it is not possible, but it's kind of highly unlikely because you're supposed to look and make sure that the clients there are taking their medicine. And you have to stand there. So that's one thing. It's almost like a when you go, if they have like a prison issue, they have to take the medication. Like they have it in their hand, they have it in a cup, they take it, they make sure that they don't have it underneath their tongue, cheeking it, or anything like that. So that was another issue. It's just been kind of weird. I don't want to think that is kind of abuse, but the more things that are happening, it kind of seems that way.
Okay. So that's why she had to continue to stay in the facility because they said that she was putting her medication in her shoe, correct?
No. The reason she hasn't even had her preliminary meeting with the physicians to say whether she's being released or anything like that. She hasn't had that yet. So she's supposed to have one Monday, which we are still trying to. We've been contacting her provider, which is Edgewater Systems, to see if we can get in the Zoom call, because they're having it, remotely, because of course everybody's remote. But they have not contacted us. At first they were kind of reluctant, saying that it was just going to be a meeting between her and, the physicians and the people involved. And I was just like, that doesn't sound right either, because we're supposed to, because it's her family members, we're supposed to have that opportunity, especially if she allows it and she's asking for that, to be in that meeting, in that call. So that was another issue. So then I told them that I'm going to start recording, and called them back again, and I, told them, and then all of a sudden now they're saying that they're going to work on it, but I still haven't heard anything from that either. And this has been her meeting is Monday, and this has been a couple of weeks now.
Okay. And so this incident with the other resident, when did this happen? It looks like it was December 1st, it says here. I
want to say it was the 3rd.
Okay.
I can actually, well, that's going to take a minute because I have to look at my papers, but it was literally last week. So.
Okay.
And then it was so weird, because I know, even though my mother has this disability, when she is off her medicine, and then it was another thing that kind of frightened me a little bit, because when she's off her medicine for a long period of time, this is when she has the episodes, and that's the whole reason that she's in there. But her getting attacked by that individual definitely set her back, and it frightened her, so now she's, yeah.
Okay. And so if I could have a little bit more detail about what exactly happened. So was it, either on the 1st or the 3rd? And if not, again, more detail on what exactly happened. I just want to make sure I have everything correct.
Yes, from what I was told by the case manager, is that they were in the rec room, and that one of the clients went behind her and hit her, struck her a couple of times across the head. They finally managed to stop them, but they did not separate them immediately.
Okay.
And that's the main issue, because when that happens, it's supposed to be where this person is away. Now she told me later on that finally they got him away after the second time, but my mother is triggered to every time she's even seeing him, she's like crawling in a ball, and she had her shoe, like telling him to stay away from her because he's gonna attack her.
Okay. And so, what kind of injuries did your mother have from that incident?
Honestly, I don't know. I just know that she constantly says that her head is hurting, that she didn't feel safe. So her psychological is really set back on top of that. But her head, she's just saying her head was hurting. She did get seen by a couple of nurses. They did not give me the full details of it, but they did not send her back to the hospital. And this was 1 day or 2 days after she was released from the actual hospital, due to the slip and fall.
Okay. And when did she have the slip and fall?
The slip and fall was like, goodness. I think it was like 2.
Somebody just said she ain't supposed.
Okay, it was. Hello. What happened?
Please press 1 to be transferred to an attorney or paralegal. Your call may be recorded for quality. This call may be recorded.
Thank you. I was just calling you back. I'm like, what happened? Excuse
I'm
me.
sorry about that. It was so weird. All of a sudden I was talking and then I'm like, oh, there's no call on there.
Yeah, that's really
that
weird.
was weird.
Yes. Scary weird. But it was literally, I want to say about, it had to be within 48 hours, no longer than 48 hours. She had literally just got released. Another thing is that they didn't even know, her case manager didn't even know that she was even back into the mental facility from the hospital, from the incident.
Okay.
So that was just, I don't want to think of it as abuse because I work in that field, but there's so much that is adding up. It's just, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. And so when she, slipped and fall, what exactly happened there?
Well, they told me that she just, they told me that she slipped out of a chair. Well, the first thing I want to say that the first time when it happened, the first time they did not tell or inform us. My mother told me that she had slipped and fell and they had to get 4 nurses and she slipped in the kitchen and they were checking on her then. And she said that it was probably some of the medication that they was giving her because she was feeling drowsy. So the next time, which was the time that she was hospitalized, she had a slip and fall. They called my aunt and they told her that she was, they were checking on her heart because her heart was fluttering. And they think she might be having some a possible heart attack because of the medication. So they were sending her to the hospital. When I called the next day, the workers didn't even know that she was gone. So I have that recorded saying that they didn't know that she was even gone. And then 8 minutes later, they get on the phone and they tell me that she's in the hospital because she fell. And I was like, it's not because of heart, because of what my aunt told me was the heart. It was, they were saying that they were dealing with the heart. They never told me about the fall or anything. So the lady started telling me it was about a fall and that this is what's happening. So when I called the hospital told me that they were checking on her heart because they told them that it was things dealing with her heart and her she might have some kind of infection or something like that. So they were checking on that. And because of course, COVID is happening. So they had to check because that's one of the symptoms of COVID. So that was the issue with that. She came, she got back out, I want to say like in the next day. But when she got back the next day, when I was talking to her case manager is stating that she didn't even know that she was back into the building and they didn't relay the messages or anything to her. So I'm getting all this information, second and third hand, because for one, I can't go and see her. And for two, I can't even do a video call or anything because they don't allow that in the mental institutions. So.
Okay.
I can't, yeah.
Okay. So she fell off her chair, correct? So they took her to the hospital, and then they were checking out, to make sure her heart was okay. She wasn't having a heart attack. Did she have any injuries from that fall?
I do not know. They did not give me anything about that, but I know my mom was talking about one thing that she was talking about was now her knees and her legs her whole side was hurting. And like I said, I can't see. So I don't know, but the case manager was saying, well, maybe it might be a situation where it might not be true. And when she was speaking to my aunt, like I said, it was one thing. And then to me, it was like, oh, well, maybe she should have the supports because she asked for a some assistance, either for someone to help her to walk a little bit, to walk around because she's still sore, or to have like a walker. And what happened? What the heck? The do not disturb is not on. Is this for real? Hello? Oh my goodness. This is, oh my goodness.
It's on my end or your.
I don't know. I was like, well, maybe it's, signal, but I'm downtown, so I don't know. Yeah, so she was talking about she needed, assistance with that, and they would not give it to her. They were saying, well, maybe she's just faking. And I'm sitting here like, well, one thing, my mother does have arthritis that runs in our family. So, and she's older. So even though she has this mental illness, that could be a possible thing. And then plus she's fell in your facility twice. That could be an issue that she really needs those supports. The case manager told me that they were going to try to get it to her. But like I said, when I spoke to my mother, they were kind of hesitant at first doing that. Another instance I had with them is that I heard this from my own self. This was, I think, the main thing that really bothered me, because there are some people there that are great. But when I was speaking to my mother, it was 6, because they only get 2 10-minute calls per day. Which kind of makes her very sad or whatever, but that's the process. So my aunt calls in the day, I call at night. So I called her and it was like 6 something. And it was a male gentleman who gave her the phone. They usually give her the phone. They have her to stand in a certain spot. And she was talking, and the gentleman, is the same voice that gave her the phone, said, hurry up. It's time to go to bed. It's 8 o'clock. And I'm like, no. My mom was like, okay, well, I need to go. It's 8 o'clock. Now, had I not heard that for myself, I would have said, well, maybe she's having one of her episodes, because sometimes her reality gets distorted. But since I heard it for myself, I said, no, mother, stay on the phone. It is 6:38. And it was 6:38 p.m. and their bedtime is like 8 p.m. So that was kind of one of the main issues that made me stem to call you guys. Because, and then another thing is that once I started talking about what I was going to go about and how I was going to try to get assistance, because I was trying to get assistance through NAMI, and they were referring me to people. Then all of a sudden yesterday, when I spoke to some of the people there, they were saying, even the nurse said that she has always been compliant, taking her medicine from the beginning. Now they're saying this now. Before they were saying that it seems like she wasn't, but now she's been compliant the whole time. She's been this great person. And that they haven't had any issues. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, before you guys were saying this was happening. And I know that with dealing with this mental illness, things like that do happen when they don't have their medication. However, what you said, it's not adding up. Now you're switching from what you stated before.
And so for the fall, she had, and she went to the hospital. What was the name of the hospital she was at?
Reed Hospital. So I think it's like right next door.
And about how long was she there for? For about a day.
She was there for like, I think 2. It was like 2 days. Yeah, because the second.
Okay, and that happened at the end of November.
Yes. I wish. Let me see if I can get that. date. I actually have it. When did I say? I don't want to go back and knock that off. But it had to be.
It's okay if you don't have the exact date.
Okay. I can call back and give you those exact dates because I literally had to have it recorded because it just, I don't want to think that way, like I said, because I work in that field and I know how tough it really, really is dealing with people and dealing with families with the issues and they don't understand. But it's in my gut. I honestly, I can't even sleep about it because that's how deep, because of some of the things that are happening. It's not adding up. And even when I spoke to my mom, she was like, she doesn't even want to talk until like she's feeling hesitant about what's going on, even though she's feeling happier now. But she's still a little hesitant about what is going on. And I can't really get her to talk because for one, it's only 10 minutes. And I'm sure she's looking at it like I'm here,
And like you said, you're not sure of if she had any treatment for her fall in the hospital, correct?
Yes, they said that she was doing now in the at the actual hospital. They were actually trying to get her to do some, I guess some kind of therapy or something to dealing with her leg. It was when she went to back to the mental hospital when the issues occurred.
Okay. And they were also checking out her heart too, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you mind holding on for a few minutes while I discuss this with the attorneys?
Okay.
Okay, great. Please continue to hold. An agent will be with you shortly.
You guys, I kind of feel bad for even making a report like this because, like I said, I work in that field and a lot of people work really hard. However, it's not sitting with me well at all. When I say it's not sitting with me, it's not sitting with me. I got up in the middle of the night. Something woke me like literally out of my sleep, like, make sure you call these people. Yeah. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong more than anything else. But I don't have time to hope that I'm wrong if she's really being that way, if she's really not being fully taken care of. So yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that everything is peaches and cream and that my mother is the best person, and it's definitely not that. but with her mental illness, you have to have a duty, to try to help those people. Yeah.
Please continue to hold. An agent will be with you shortly.
I don't. I don't even know what else to say, but we'll see. I still got on my bonnet. I ain't even when I got my hair done, y'all. I ain't when I got my hair done. I ain't when I got my hair done. I ain't when I got my hair done.
Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. An agent will be with you shortly.
Okay. I need to go charge my phone. I hope it don't take forever, y'all. But
Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. An agent will be with you shortly.
Y'all, my head hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and go get some stuff.
Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold. An agent will be with you shortly.
Y'all, why am I dancing about this doggone thing? I hope this don't take forever, y'all. Cause I got some stuff to do.
Your call is important to
I
us.
got some stuff to do, y'all. That's for sure.
Please continue to hold. An agent will be with you shortly.
So tired. But I guess I'm about to start dancing again. Oh.
Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. So I just spoke with the attorney, and unfortunately, this is not going to be a case that our firm can take on at this time.
Okay. No problem. Is it my question is it anything that I should do about this? Was there any advice to like go to someone else, or should I just what should I do at this point?
So, if you'd like, I could give you the number to the Indiana State Bar Association, and they may be able to find an attorney who could help you. I also would probably recommend contacting the Department of Health, and they could do, an investigation into all of, the instances that your mother has, has been through at that hospital. I think that, could be a good course of action. If you'd like their number too, I could also give that to you.
That would be great.
Okay. Do you want the Bar Association one first?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 317 and then 639 5465.
Okay. 317-639-5465.
Correct.
Okay.
And then, hold on 1 minute for the Department of Health. Okay. And so then their number is 317-233-1325.
Okay. Thank you so much for that.
Okay. You're welcome.
Goodbye.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Okay. So, which in a way is kind of a relief for me, but at the same time, a little antsy. But what I am going to do, because I have this book again, I'm going to eventually call them, get some information about how do I proceed. Once again, this is not something that is going to change overnight because it just doesn't happen like that with mental illness. So, and dealing with it and getting the resources and all of that. That's if that was the case, then a lot of people would be able to have pop-ups and do a lot of things. However, it's not like that. And if you find an area, that's why I want her to come in here into this area. If you find an area that specializes in it and they have a good report in it, you're going to want to get them in that spot to get the best resources that they possibly can. So, yeah, I'm going to get off of here because it's already like almost 1 o'clock and I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. So yeah, hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem and thank you so very much.